Apple's iPhone 15 series is here, and as usual, we have 4 new phones in the series, 2 non-Pro iPhone models, and an iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max. So if you just bought yourself a cool new iPhone 14 Pro Max over the past 12 months, you might be wondering, oh, it's a time to change it now? Short story, in our opinion, is no. Not really. Sure, there will be a number of small improvements, but we don't foresee any of them being explicit game changers like the 120Hz screen of the iPhone 13 Pro or the 48 megapixels camera of the 14 Pro were. But we are not here to be killjoys. You may be an iPhone fan. You may like to treat yourself to a brand new device every year for a job well done. Who knows, maybe your birthday is in September, or you just want to know how the new flagship iPhone will compare to what you already have. In any of those cases, we are here to explore the differences between the iPhone 14 Pro Max and 15 Pro Max. Right off the top, the 15 Pro Max introduces a new A17 Pro processor along with camera improvements, a titanium design, and a new way to charge the phone via USB-C. Improving on the 14 Pro Max is a tall order. That phone takes outstanding photos, lasts a long time on a charge, and delivers the best performance we've seen from a smartphone. Here's what we know about the iPhone 15 Pro Max now that Apple's shown off the new phone and how it compares to the 14 Pro Max at its replacing Apple's mobile lineup. Now, first of all, a titanium design. There's nothing wrong with the 14 Pro Max's stainless steel sides, but we're excited that Apple's turning to titanium for the 15 Pro Max chassis. Titanium maintains a similar strength to high-grade stainless steel, but at half the weight. Indeed, the 15 Pro Max tips the scales at 0.7 ounces less than the 14 Pro Max. In addition to titanium, the new Pro Max includes aluminum in its frame to help with heat dissipation. Apple made some other changes to the 15 Pro Max design. The edges are contoured, which should make the handset more comfortable to hold. Some users have complained about the sharper, squared-off edges of the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max, which can dig into your hands. Additionally, the 15 Pro Max is ever so slightly smaller since it has thinner bezels around the display, thus a slightly higher screen-to-body ratio. Next, the action button. The 14 Pro Max's switch for silencing calls is now an action button on the 15 Pro Max. And while it still can silence your calls by default, you can now customize it for other functions. The action button can give you quick access to features like the camera or flashlight on your phone. You can also use it to switch between focus modes, trigger accessibility features, or record a voice memo. The button works with the Shortcuts app on your phone for more customization options as well. Next, we finally have a USB-C port. Apple confirmed what everyone suspected. Lightning is making way for a USB-C port on its new phones. And while the regular iPhone 15 gets that feature too, only the Pro models support USB 3. That's a 20x improvement over the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Alas, that doesn't seem to speed up charging any. Next one is the biggest highlight, the zoom lens. Yes, Apple has been way behind the competition when it comes to telephoto zoom lenses on the best camera phones. But it appears that the 15 Pro Max is catching up in a major way. The 15 Pro Max incorporates what Apple calls a tetraprism design, allowing it to mimic a 120mm focal length. Apple is also incorporating a combined optical image stabilization and autofocus 3D sensor shift module into its telephoto lens setup. The end result is a telephoto lens on the 15 Pro Max that can deliver a 5x optical zoom. While that's not as big as what had been rumored, it's certainly a step up from the 3x zoom on the 14 Pro Max. Camera improvements don't stop there. The main sensor on the 15 Pro Max is bigger than before, which should allow it to capture more light in tricky settings. While you can continue to capture images at their full 48 megapixels resolution, both 15 Pro models capture images at 24 megapixels by default and let users choose different focal lengths, 24, 28, and 35 millimeters. Meanwhile, computational photography improvements abound on the 15 Pro Max. You don't need to switch to portrait mode to take portrait shots, as the phone will detect automatically when there's a person, dog, or cat in the frame. Night mode promises sharper details, while Smart HDR gets an update to feature more accurate skin tones and brighter highlights. The selfie and ultra-wide cameras of the iPhone 15 Pro Max were barely mentioned, but it's assumed they gained slight improvements from the aforementioned image processing upgrades. Of course, we really want to test it against the 14 Pro Max to see how they really compare. Next up is the performance. The A16 Bionic chip inside the 14 Pro Max is already the fastest in a phone, but the A17 Pro inside the new 15 Pro phone should take mobile performance to the next level. What is cool is that the chip has actually convinced some game developers to actually bring their console-grade games to the iPhone 15 Pro. Built on a 3nm process, you'd expect the A17 Pro to boost speeds while handling power with greater efficiency. Benchmarks and battery testing will confirm both those claims, but for now, we know that Apple's new silicon has a CPU that promises a 10% boost in speeds thanks to microarchitectural and design improvements. The neural engine on the chip is twice as fast as before, according to Apple. But the biggest changes seem to involve the A17 Pro's GPU, thanks to a 6-core design and support for hardware-accelerated ray tracing. Apple says to expect a 20% improvement to GPU speeds, which is probably why the company has been touting the new 15 Pro models as ideal for mobile gamers. The 14 Pro Max is still ridiculously powerful, so the 15 Pro Max will simply be more headroom for 90% of users out there. Now finally, the major aspect that has changed Apple completely is its battery life. The 14 Pro Max is already one of the longest-lasting phones around. It turned in a very impressive around 11 to 13 hours in our battery test, which involves continuous web surfing over 5G at 150 nits of screen brightness. That's good enough to land near the top of our best phone battery life list. So how much better could the 15 Pro Max be? The new 3nm A17 Pro chip is doubtlessly more power efficient than before. Reports ahead of the iPhone 15 Pro Max release claim a 35% improvement in power efficiency. Apple doesn't talk battery sizes, but one rumor suggests the 15 Pro Max has a 4852, which is over 500 mAh larger than the 14 Pro Max. We'll have to wait until teardowns of the 15 Pro Max to confirm whether battery capacity has changed. For what it's worth, there's no changes in the listed times for video and audio playback in the 15 Pro Max spec sheets, so we won't know what kind of battery life to expect until we test the new phone. You didn't expect all these changes to the 15 Pro Max without some pressure to increase the price, did you? Indeed, the 15 Pro Max is the only new iPhone to see a price increase, coming in at $100 above the 14 Pro Max $1,099 starting price. Apple hopes to take the sting out of that $1,199 price tag by giving you more storage out of the gate. The base model 15 Pro Max has 256 gigs of capacity, compared to 128 gigs on the 14 Pro Max. By all means, if you currently have a 14 Pro Max, you should feel pretty set. You don't think an upgrade to 15 Pro Max would be mandatory or that much of an improvement, unless you really want that optical zoom and the USB 3 speeds. We get it, especially if you actually use that Pro iPhone as a video camera. In fact, we do think we will be recommending the 14 Pro Max as a cheaper super premium phone once its price gets ticked down by the release of the 15 Pro Max. But don't get us wrong, the iPhone 15 Pro Max is definitely shaping up to be a killer phone. If you are on an older iPhone, specifically 12 or below, it will be an awesome jump. If you've never had an iPhone, it would be the most impressive starting point. So what are your thoughts on the latest iPhone 15 lineup? Share your valuable thoughts below in the comment section, and for more updates, you can check out our channel. See you in the next one. Peace out.